Much. Respected Shri A.V. Pandey, DDG, Unique Identification Authority of India, Shri Rajesh Agrawal, Secretary IT, Shri Ravi Gupta, Editor-in-Chief, E-Governance. First of all, at the outset, I would like to congratulate on behalf of Department of Telecommunications, Government of India, to the organizers of this event for hosting such a nice event and inviting us in this event. Sir, basically, just now I was discussing with Chief Secretary, sir, and he has pointed out certain things regarding connectivity in the rural areas and in the Naxalite areas. E-governance, citizen-centric services, and other things. Very nice steps have been taken by all states, including Maharashtra, and of course, Maharashtra is the leading states in those things. But connectivity definitely is one of the basic issues, and connectivity and addressability, where the Department of Telecom comes into picture. Right now, Secretary Sir, Chief Secretary Sir has pointed out that they are facing a lot of difficulties in having some connectivity issues in the rural areas and Naxalite areas. So, I have assured him and I have promised him on behalf of Department of Telecommunications that definitely we would look into it, and BSNL and other service providers case will be taken up with them. But I would like to tell you one thing, definitely most of you would be aware that Department of Telecom has have an ambitious target of providing 175 million internet connections, broadband connections by December 2017, and more than 600 million broadband connections by December 2020. So once those things are met, definitely connectivity won't be an issue. And of course, these things would be done through National Optical Fiber Network, where each and every village panchayat would be connected on the optical fiber network by the December next year, 2014. And of course, I think by March 2014 itself, more than 2 lakhs village panchayat would be covered. So connectivity issue would be taken care of through National Optical Fiber Network. And second issue for providing connectivity is the addressability. I think most of you may not be aware that this IPv4 addresses, as telephone numbers, mobile numbers are given a unique number. So similar basis, internet, broadband are given the unique IP addresses, and those IP addresses have already been exhausted. Once IPv4 addresses have been exhausted, security agencies want unique identity addresses to be given to individual IP broadband users. Right now, each and every address is being used by more than 10 data users, 10 broadband users, 10 internet users. So, problem of identifying the source is there with the security agencies. So for that, the Government of India has released one roadmap in July 2010, so that IPv6 adoption may be taken in the country. And after having primarily achieved the objective of the first roadmap, sensitization of all the government departments, service providers, state government departments regarding adoption of IPv6 in the country, now we have come out with the second roadmap where mandates have been given for IPv6 adoptions throughout the country. And of course, this adoption includes so many partners in the ecosystems. And of course, I would like to share with the certain details as far as state governments and central governments are concerned. State government and central government have been asked to make a plan of IPv6 adoption by December 2013, so that the complete migration may take place by December 2017, so that the old equipment and other things can be taken care of. We don't want this replacement overnight, because the old other equipment is there which cannot replace in overnight the time period. So accordingly, timelines have been framed. And of course, in IPv6 adoptions, so many stakeholders are there. The most important stakeholders are the service providers, content providers, equipment manufacturers, and this cloud computing data centers. So as far as service providers are there, service providers are ready. But contents and equipment means the end equipment is not ready. So for that, Department of Telecom is coordinating with all the concerned stakeholders, and we are trying to see that all the timelines are met. But definitely, to have the citizen-centric services, to have the e-governance, to have the best performance, seamless services, this IPv6 adoption is must, so that the seamless services may be provided across the country as far as an urban and rural digital divide may be overcome. So, so just to see it, this spread of IPv6 adoption may be done throughout the country. We have made a task force, and in the task force, so many organizations are there. Through those organizations, we are holding continuous meetings, we are holding workshops. Even on 1st of May, this workshop was organized, and it was inaugurated by the Honorable Minister of Communications, by Shri Kapil Sibal. So my only point is this: key department is taking all steps to provide the IPv6 adoption throughout the country. And IPv6 adoption is not only for the addressability, it provides a lot of innovative applications, whether it's a smart grid, a smart city, intelligent traffic systems, e-educations, e-health. And studies have provided that at least 30% power is saved once we adopt IPv6 based power system in the country. Japan, I have visited Japan, and Japan is a country where a lot of good things have taken place. They claim that they are able to save at least 35% energy in the power sector itself. So once we adopt the smart grid IPv6 systems, so these things would be taken care in the India. So for that matter, we are taking up case with the state governments to have some pilot projects, and I am sure with this lead in the smart cities, power sectors, and other systems, as I am seeing the topics of the seminar, the topics are providing. We are taking care of the education, health, smart city, e-transactions, and other things. So once we adopt some pilot projects, so these things can be replicated, and exact benefits can be reaped by the state government. So I would request Shri Rajesh Agarwal, who is taking lead in the country by making Maharashtra the complete e-savvy state. So I would request, sir, kindly have some IPv6 based projects so that those can be reflected in the other parts of the country. And of course, by adoption of the IPv6, we can have the open, safe, and sustainable growth of the internet, so that the continuity can be maintained. Otherwise, once we continue with the before systems, those things would be broken, and we can't have the seamless internet system. So the state of Maharashtra is among the top 3 states as regards to the number of mobile and mobile subscribers, and in view of the fact that the mobile phone is the fast transiting itself in the, into the communication devices. So finally, I would say that this summit is a very welcome initiative by the government of Maharashtra with the help of the e-governance. And DOT would provide the full support as far as connectivity and addressability is concerned. Thank you. Thank you very much.